It's a great crowd on hand to battle the raindrops at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Huskies of San Antonio taking on the Tennessee Titans. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. And he returns this to the 22. They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. Across midfield. He's on his way. Touchdown! Jaden Blue. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Huskies will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. When you look at this defense, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
To throw, here's Ward. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The Titans hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Now Ward. And he's got his man on the out route. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there, and they're able to come up with the first down.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Throw to the right, caught by a Cockrell. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cowboy 8. Ready.
Up the middle they go. Knighton. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense out of balance.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Throwing is Ward. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 14-yard line.
Okay,
Just
ready.
need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Ready. 19 Tiger, 19. Ready.
Play fake. Here's Ward. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
That's good for Titans. First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Ward. And it's caught. That's a Titans touchdown. Cockrell with career touchdown number 60. And the Titans respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. And that flag accepted.
Cam Little to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They start the drive with a give to Blue. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Titan defense. Coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
With they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Here's a 2nd and 7. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Rhodes. Able to find the open man. That's It's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
First down, Huskies.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now, San Antonio in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Sanchez. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they? But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Second and 10. That was shotgun handoff. Blue. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Rhodes. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Jaden Blue. He scored on the ground and through the air. And his guys have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Titans 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On play action, Ward. The Cockrell holds it in left side. Look at the big fella go. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
To throw is Ward. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Crack all 80. Riggs. Check. Ready.
Here's Ward. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Panther 60. Street. 19 Lions. 70 Ranger. Ready.
They'll throw again. Ward. Got a man. It's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Cockrell, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Titans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll try and run again with Blue. There he goes again. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Jaden Blue on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Huskies are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Now he's going to step up and run. He finds his man complete. That's Rose. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Here we go. Set. 6 Warriors, 70. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Ward. His throw incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Ready, break.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Drop 6. Back. 70 Timberwolves.
Throwing now, Ward. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Rhodes. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes you're fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On the give, here's McBride. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Operating from the gun. Ward. Touchdown! Okonkwo on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Titans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Cam Little to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
First down, Huskies.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Rhodes. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Huskies will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates. I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Here's Ward. Throwing to start the drive. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Mustang 19. 79 Broncos.
Back to throw. Ward. Well, it was him as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and putting the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
From the shotgun, it's Ward. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He's in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Viking 18.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Here's McBride. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long.
19 tight. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 18. Hawk go.
Out of the gun, Ward. That is caught. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Titans. Zay Flowers, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are all tied at 28.
Cam Little to kick off.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Here's 2nd and 7. On the zone read, a handoff here to Brooks. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now 3rd down and 7. Looking to throw. Rhodes. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Titan football.
At their own 46-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Back to 60. Ready.
And now a run with McBride. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Buffalo 18. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Mustang 19. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Ward now working out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here we go. Viking 18.
1st and 10 at the
70 Ranger.
14-yard
70
line.
Ranger. Warrior 70. Dragon 60. Let's go.
Back to throw. Ward. Looking middle, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go now. Viking 18. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
That went into the hands of Flowers. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
That's another Titans 1st down. 1st and goal at the
60
3-yard
Bison.
line.
60 Panther 80. Check. Panther. Ready.
A run here with McBride. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
To throw, here's Ward. That's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Chigakakwo there to make the grab. And the Titans have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Second and 1. Gets it underneath to Blue. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville, as we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. Right side caught by Jackson. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3. At the Titans' 35.
Operating from the gun. Rhodes. And he completes it to Wilson. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Gain of 6. That's good for a San Antonio first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw again. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19.
It's second down.
Operating from the gun. Rhodes. Now he's going to step up and run. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and 10. Looking to throw. Rhodes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Mustang 19.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's complete right side. It's to Slaw. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They go for it on fourth down, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
They'll run on first down. McBride. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Working out of the gun here, Ward. Now he'll tuck this and run. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Bronco 80. 18. 5 years. Buffalo 18.
Now Ward. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. Well, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And still just down 1 score. We'll see how big of a role that missed field goal plays, because it, of course, could have pushed this to a 2-possession deficit for them. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Second down and 6 now. Up the middle with Brooks here. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw. Rhodes. That'll be complete to Blue. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Here comes second down.
Let's go now. After 60. After 60.
Looking to throw. Rhodes throwing the out route incomplete. That's Marshall.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll run the draw with Brooks. And he'll find his way down right around the 12.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Complete to Isaac to Small. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
For the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. They're going to try and run for it. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. It was an incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Trap 50, trap. Come on. 68.
He'll look to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He's to the 15. And he's across for the touchdown. And it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
And they don't get the reception. Incomplete. So now they're down to 17 seconds remaining.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here. They begin with a carry for Blue. And that not what they wanted. They lose yards on first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. They go again with Blue. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And a timeout is called. So now you're looking at probably just one final play from back in their own territory, and they're going to need a miracle. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. They'll try it now with Brooks. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because, remember, they were down to their final chance to